Hi guys, I'm here to make a little video tonight. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm kind of excited because I just worked out something for my plans for the month and for a journal idea that I wanted to explore, which would not have been possible if I hadn't gone and spoken to my university today about making a plan for me and exploring different technology that can help me actually function with my depression and anxiety and PTSD, and being able to take notes and to be an effective writer, especially in a writing class, and to be able to capture everything that I need to produce effective results, and also just to make sure that I'm not getting anxious because I'm not picking up on everything or hearing everything or focusing on everything. And so they offered me a little tool today, and it's got a bit of makeup on it, so I have to need to get rid of that. But it's called a Echo Smart Pen, and it uses a notebook. It uses these kinds of notebooks. I'm going to show you guys. It uses a notebook, and it has a whole range of different what would you call them, icons at the bottom of the notebook, and it connects with this smart pen. And so it looks like a normal pen, but the page and the paper are so small. Like there's like these little dot sensors on the paper, and that connects it to the pen. And then when you connect the pen to your computer, it uploads the page. But it also has a magnificent, fantastic, and I've just been playing with it all day. Like, I'm not a techie person at all, but this is like pen porn for me, especially planning. It records your voice. So I'm going to show you, hopefully, a little bit of an example. So if this goes well, it will be good. But if it doesn't, oh well. So this looks like a normal piece of paper, yeah? It's good. So on the bottom it has like a navigational bar. It also has a record, pause, or stop. So I have taken my card for yesterday, which is the Three of Stones, and when I hit record on here, whatever I want to write, I can write it at the top and that will come up on the page. But as I'm writing, I can also talk. Or I can just write Three of Pentacles and talk. Whatever really suits me. So then what I will do after that also is I'll press stop. And then when I want to go back and I want to listen to the recording, I just have to tap here. Swirls crackle in the fire, energy lapping over and under and around, feeding down into the logs that the trees have offered me today. And then when I'm ready to stop, I just press stop at the bottom. Now how cool is that, guys? Like literally, like how cool is that? So I did it again here, where I have a little bit of a ramble about what this is. So I've written tarot expressions. So I will click my little star that I made. Yep. Oop. Expressions. And then so tarot expression. When I'm done, I'm gonna stop. And I actually didn't start it with a little star. I started it with the T instead. But you get the idea, guys. So it's like amazing. And so how this is going to work into integrating a lot of things together, I mean, I'm not quite sure like the expansive view of it, and I'm supposed to be using it for school, but nobody said I couldn't use it for home as well. So I'm like this is like my birthday present. Like I swear to you guys, I put it out to the universe that I wanted a dictaphone. I wanted a really good quality dictaphone because one, I need to learn how to speak and read my work out loud, and that's something that is always embarrassing to me. It sounds really weird. I make videos, I talk at night time, but I can't talk into a pen or a dictaphone. And two, I wanted a way that I could, this is specifically for novel writing as well, a way that I could have my next notebook, which I'm going to be buying a Moleskine or another couple of these, where I could write my notes down, have all those notes go onto the computer screen, kind of like Evernote, I think it is, but maybe not, I'm not quite sure. But there will be, my notebook will be uploaded onto the screen with all my notes. But the best part about it is I can come back to it, or I can start with it, and I can highlight things, I can make icons, I can do whatever I need to do and attach my own perspective to it. So say for example I wanted to write about a character and I don't want to take up a whole page about a character. I could put Vespa, and I could do like an icon for Vespa. It wouldn't really matter what the icon was, but as soon as I pressed it, I could record something about Vespa. And then when I'm on my computer, if I wanted to go back and say, what does Vespa look like? So I could go, what does Vespa look like? Make an icon, click on it, and it would play back my own voice about talking about what she looks like. So I will always have that recording there. If I don't want the recording, I can, if I'm done with it, I can delete it. If not, I can keep it. And it's really handy too if I'm out and about and I just want to go through some quick notes or something like that, and I can just click on that icon, listen to it, continue writing. It just, to me, it is like revolutionary. Like, I think I'd probably end up buying that anyway. Like, this is just, thank you, universe. But just the possibilities. I even had an idea about having my own dream journal and having the like certain symbols or people that come into my dream, and then having that word, having a dot next to it or whatever, and then clicking that. So whenever I feel like I want to decode things or interpret things, I just have to click on the link, click on the word, and it would read back to me what that dream meant. And if I had multiple meanings for that, because I'd had multiple dreams, I could always put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that could be, I'm dreaming of pens. So in one dream it looked like this, and the other dream it looked like that, and another dream it looked like this. So I could look through all those, or I could find one that matched the one that had been connected to my other dream. So as you can see, I'm like really hyperactive about it because it's like just amazing. Like, yeah. This is what happens when a stationery addict who is also in love with journaling, in love with writing, in love with anything like that, finds a techno device that can function for everything that I need to do. Like, this is like perfect. So I wanted to show you guys that because I thought, it would be, I mean, I was really scared to cut it out of the book. I know it sounds ridiculous. And that piece of paper is now going to go into on my computer as well. So at the end of the month, or whenever I feel like it, even if I've only got 5 meditations, I can upload that onto my computer. I can make those into MP3 players, MP4 files rather. And if I only just want to listen to one of them, I can just click the little button or the star that I created next to it. And I think it'll be really good too to add to those things as well. Like, I was using it to write a blog post today, and I just riffed, then I wrote, and then I riffed some more, and then I wrote, then I read it back, and then I added some more notes. And it was just a really different perspective that an experience had actually allowed me to really work fast, and not fast as in like getting shit done quickly for the sake of getting it done, but just the ideas and the way that I learn, it seems to be responding really well. Like, something that would slow me down a lot more is making it a lot more functional for me to process things. And so I think I did definitely want a dictaphone for that reason too, because I knew that I like to talk a lot. and I journal a lot and write a lot, so I tend to have lots of stuff going through my head. So I even thought, along the lines of dream journaling as well. I could just write. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I can just sort of open to a page and write, I don't know, UFO dream, and then just start talking, and then stop, and then in the morning, all I just have to do is click the little thing. So it's like makes things a lot more simpler, and then I can obviously go back into my journal and write the dream down and things like that. So for somebody who has a lot of ideas and a lot of projects on the go, and including school, because this is for school, this really is for school, but I'm getting excited about buying some more notebooks and using them after July. But I did cut it up and I did put it in my planner, and I think as well with I'm going to cut up another piece and stick it in my planner for school stuff as well. So for example, I have my calendar, which I showed you guys, I think. I stuffed up my tarot stuff, so I just glued over it because I was just, yeah. So I have my school calendar for the July, and what I was thinking was doing another piece of paper, probably here, where I could do the links to class, like my notes to the class, or I could do the assignments. So if I get an assignment tomorrow, I can just, after I've made the notes in my original notebook, I can slim them down, stick a piece of paper here, click that, click the little button when I make it, and then after I do that, whenever I need to focus on that project, I've got the slim, like I've just got a couple of bullet points that I've read out loud so that I know that, I can even listen to it when I go back to class. So it's a different way to think about it. And I think those books are only like $44 for four. But if you think about what you're using them for and the potential that you could use them for, it's worth the money. Like I bought a one of these, the leech. I can never pronounce it, but you guys know. If you look at it, you know what it is. And that was like $35. So, and that's just paper. So, um, I mean, you can still keep your notes without it ever like listening to them or anything as well. You don't have to use them as they are. Because I started playing around with this as well. I did my new moon manifestations, and then after every manifestation, I made a intention list. And so with I just talked a little bit about what my intentions were. So if I want to go back and listen to them, I just have to click that little button there that I drew. So it's really fantastic. I just think, how do people create these things? But I'm probably very late to the game. But I've already been looking at like different pen inks and journals, and like I said, just things that will work really well next month. And I think they have mini notepads and they have little sticky note kind of pad type things as well for planners and stuff like that. So it's like, if you haven't considered something like this, or you haven't even heard about something like this, I think it'd be a really great idea. I mean, it is costly. I think they like $350 or $250. It's a lot of money, I guess, for some people. It's a lot of money for me, so I didn't have to pay it. It comes out of my tuition, and it's also part of my disability plan. So it does actually sometimes help to talk to people about the things that you need, because like I said, I would never have known about this if I hadn't spoken about um, my mental health requirements and things like that. So it's exciting, you know. And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try, and I'm loving it. Just I can't put it down. I just can't stop using it because it's making things so much easier for my little brain, my big brain. Yeah, so I thought I'd share with you guys. Have a bit of a ramble. Hopefully that's not too complicated or rambly, or I spoke too fast. But this is just one of those videos. If you guys aren't enjoying it, you can always click off. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.